Hello, everybody, and thank you for being here. We are so happy to have you, location assistants, working with us. This year is going to be more important than ever as we've added two new venues, the teal and the purple, and we're implementing some new things like with our lines and the positioning of our lines. And we want to talk to you guys about some procedures that we want to implement into this year. And before we get started, I'm going to do a quick introduction. Amanda's on here with us. She's one of my, I was going to call you locations. She's one of my assistants, my volunteer coordinator assistants. And then you all must know Amber, who's been with me for 2 years now, 3?
Yeah.
Some years. She's been with me for some years. So if you're a returning volunteer, then you've probably met Amber, and she's with us. So we're going to start talking about some of the changes for you for this year. And let's see here. First thing that we're going to talk about is the RIN. Amber, you want to talk about the RIN and what's different there?
Sure. So the RIN is our new building. It's about a 6-minute walk from campus. We have 2 venues there, teal and purple. However, the shows are not going to be happening at the same time because they share a wall. So there's only really one show going on there at a time. We do have one thing that is both has pros and cons. That building is requiring vaccine cards be shown at the door, or that you test negative for COVID on the site. So we are not responsible for doing those COVID tests. They have someone that they have there that will do those tests, but we are responsible for checking the vaccine cards, and they'll get either a button or a sticker basically saying that they have, so they don't have to go get checked again and again. We also have, because it's a little further away, the location assistants, you guys are going to be checking in with us via the phone, and all of our other volunteers are going to be checking in and out with you so that they don't have to come to us in OMA before coming over there. So that's what we've got going on over there.
Very good. So if you're a little nervous about being out in big crowds, you could come volunteer at the RIN, which is taking on these extra precautions and still get your fringe on. So that's, like we were saying, yes, it's a little bit further of a walk, but that does give that capability of us that are still nervous. And I mean, I'll be honest with you, I probably plan on wearing my mask inside, just as a precaution for me. Next thing on our list is our access versus rush and how to handle sellouts. And I can't remember who was scheduled to talk about that.
That would be you.
Oh, all right. So this year we have those hidden seats and that aren't counted in the tickets that we sell. And those are reserved for our guests, like our board members, sponsors, our luminaries, and of the such. And they will have a card with their picture on it that you scan. And then you give them the access pass, which they will then turn in as they're going to the theater. Now, each venue has a different number of those hidden seats. So once you get through with that number, let's say, and these are not the numbers, so don't put them to memory. Let's say that Pink has 10 hidden seats, and you've already given out those 10. Then the access person goes to the rush line. Now, the rush line is first come, first serve, artist, volunteer, but we do want to try to get those access card people in first. Because like I said, those are our invited guests. And, if we've given out 10, that usually covers most, but in case, you want to pull those access card people out and get them into that rush time and then handle the rest of the line. Now for sellouts, there will be a location assistant, one of you guys and we will give you a schedule that we'll create based on those sold out shows. Now, that will give our larger venues 3 people working the area. So hopefully it will go smooth, but we will let you know what shows are sold out. And then you also can let us know if a particular show goes to sell out in the last minute. And we can check those numbers via the box office if they're not busy. So that's the thing about Rush and access cards. If you have any questions, one of us will be around, or you can Slack us and we'll try to help via Slack. And just a reminder, we want you to download Slack. Okay, I think that's it. Did I miss anything, Amber?
Not from that.
Gotcha.
So wanted to talk a little bit about the approach. So as a location assistant, you guys are kind of like our next tier, our second in command, where you're looking around and seeing what's going on. But we really want you guys to have a lead from behind kind of approach. While you are in charge of the venues and you are in charge of the area and you're taking, you are taking a leadership position, approach these situations like you're there to serve.
Can I input the reason why we're doing this? That might help. So as we added the location assistants, which personally I think is one of the best things that I've created.
Absolutely.
The interaction between location assistant and venue captain I got some feedback from some of the venue captains. Most are like long-term volunteers, where for years it's been just that. And it reminded me when I got that I never really talked about introducing yourself. And I had the exact same problems with some staff and board members where they just came in and just started doing things. And that was when I was captaining Pink. And it was a board member and I'm just like, I've got it, and he's like, no, I'm going to do this and this. And I'm just like, what? And I had to tell everybody in staff and further, I said, what I need you to do is introduce yourself. So these volunteers know who you are, and then explain what you want to do, and then explain how that's going to help. So that's one thing we want you guys to do too. As I never thought to say that to you guys, because some of these volunteers are not going to know who you are. So that's why we want this lead from behind. Amber, do you want to give examples or?
Sure.
Okay.
It's, when you're first getting there, it's just hi, my name is so-and-so, and I'm the location assistant. Please let me know how I can assist you. And do you need a break, or do you need this, that, or the other? So those are the things when you're coming to introduce yourself at the beginning of shift. But also when you're approaching a show, like you're there to help with load in, again, it's more of the, how can I help you to load this? Is there something you would like me to do? If not, I can hang back and just be around in case you need assistance.
Yeah.
Now, if you see that the situation is getting out of hand and maybe they don't notice, or they are so overwhelmed that they are not reaching out to you, then you are going to step forward at that point and come in with something a little bit more like, I'm going to do this, and then you can continue doing that. Like, you can gently solve the situation. And if they push back or they have certain things that they're saying, work with them. That's that problem solving and a lot more of that autonomy and people skills that, you guys were chosen for.
Yes. Very good. Yeah. So if you walk up and naturally assess like, whoa, then you're going to go in with, hi, my name's Dina. I'm a location assistant. I'm going to do this because this is really approaching chaos. So if you would do this, that would be great. And we'll get this done together, a little bit more handling them. So there's not any conflict between, hey, they're taking my power. Yes.
Sometimes we need to be assertive, but we want to be gently assertive.
Yes. Keep looking at my notes. Lead from behind. And I love that lead from behind because it's like a perfect explanation of what we're doing.
Next we have Amanda with tickets and payout.
All right.
Now for the fun stuff. So this year we're going green. So instead of our usual fringe bucks, we're going to use the tickets. And those tickets we normally use for the prize drawings. You can actually turn them in for either the prize drawing, or you can turn in, is it 5? I think 5 tickets will get you a comp pass that you can use to rush shows. And it's not like comp tickets in the past where you turn it in a box office. You're actually going to turn it into us, and then you will get your comp pass, and you'll be able to use that for any show of your choice that you would like to rush. The rush line is first come, first serve. The only exception to that is the access pass people. 1 ticket. Oh, that's another thing that's going to change this year. 1 hour earns you 1 ticket. So for most positions, that's the case. But for you, you get to earn double. Yay. Also, another perk of being a location assistant is we round up. So if you work like 6.5 hours, you will get round up to 7 and then double that. So you'll have 14 tickets in a 6.5 hour volunteer session.
That's almost 3 shows right there.
Yeah, yeah. That's awesome.
Yes.
I'm jealous.
We're doing that
Right.
because we really want to let you guys know how much we're appreciating you. We are giving you a lot of responsibility, and with responsibility also comes perks and rewards. And that's what we want to make sure that you guys are feeling, that balance.
Because we do appreciate you so much. You may notice I avoided laying down because it just doesn't look good. It gives me an automatic double chin. But I am experiencing some health challenges. I have surgery, a outpatient surgery scheduled on May 4th. So I'm hoping to get some relief and some ability back. But for the most part, I'm going to be, my little station is going to be at the info table. And I just can't move as much as I normally do. So you're going to see Amanda and Amber out and about more than me, although I will be at the Shakes because that seems to be the biggest, it's got a big venue and then 4 more venues there. So I'm relying even more on my location assistants. I call them eye in the sky, even though you don't travel in a helicopter, because you guys are our eyes everywhere.
And this, just to reiterate, download Slack, because this is how we're going to communicate.
Yes.
You'll be able to reach all 3 of us at the same time, as well as all the other location assistants.
Yes. So when the poop hits the fan, let's not let that happen because it's very, very messy. But we're here to relieve that and as we can. So also on a personal note, if anybody has a cooler that has a motor in it that I could ride, I'm open to that. I just feel like a wheelchair is just such a bummer and it's so not French. I'd also be open to a Cookie Monster car that's motorized.
Oh,
So
that would
anybody-
be so fun.
I know. Or if you can find a way to get me an animal, if you rode them at Artlando, that would be perfect. I prefer an elephant, but I'll really take any animal if possible. Those are fringy ways to get around.
Once you've downloaded Slack, please let us know so that we can invite you to the volunteer workspace.
Yes. Do we have anything else, girls?
We don't, but as always, if you guys have more questions, reach out to us. We are getting a lot of email right now, so please have patience, but we are trying to get through all of that.
Yes.
But if you have questions, reach out. And also, if you have feedback,
Yes.
we want to hear it. So,
And as you know, things change sometimes up to the festival. So you guys, once we get it in staff chat, you guys will be one of the first ones if it affects what you're doing out there. So we'll be in contact that way. We'll probably do an email, maybe a video. We'll see. We'll see what we think is the appropriate action. And thank you for taking time out to watch this. I hope it's very helpful. And we'll see you soon, very soon. I'll be there on the 6th of May. Maybe drugged up, I don't know, because surgery's May 4th. May the fourth be with me. And we'll see you very soon. And thank you so much. All right, we're going to sign off. Good night.
Bye.
And